Hey guys, Michael from COPPERVSGLASS, and today we're going to be looking at the PowerHit disposable charger for iPhone. Now this is also available for Android, but today we're just going to be focusing on the one that's available for the iPhone 5 and upwards. Now looking at the back of the packaging, it simply says to switch in and plug into your phone, and it will take approximately 30 minutes to top up your charge on your phone, and it also mentions about closing some applications that are in the background, for example, to help save on battery life. Now the bit that interests me most is where it says on the back that waste electrical products should not be disposed of in household waste. So you have to take them to a specific recycling centre, so as you can see just down here, you can't just put it in a standardised bin, which is definitely a disappointment as it is technically disposable, but you can't just chuck it in a bin once it's over and used. But it says it can give you up to 2 hours of battery within half an hour, so let's take a look. Now I picked this up from a local shop here in the UK called Tesco's, and you're probably going to have an equivalent if you're in the US, for instance, like Walmart. So again, just have a look around, but they are also available on things like Amazon. Now in terms of inside the packaging, the only thing you're going to get is the charger itself, as all the instructions are on the packaging, so definitely don't chuck it away. The actual unit is extremely small. You're looking at 4 centimeters by 4 centimeters, and it's only around 1 centimeter thick, so it's extremely small. Now on the unit itself, it says which way to plug in the device, and then you've got an on-off switch just on the top here as well, and then you can see at the top there the actual lightning connector for the iPhone 5 and onwards. Now in terms of the actual capacity, on the back, as you can see, it says that it is 600 milliamp hours, so again that gives you a good indication of how much charge this is going to give you, and it's got an output of around 5 volts. Now the fact that those numbers are so low definitely makes me question whether or not this is going to give you 2 hours charge in half an hour, and just in general what the percentage difference is going to be, but again we're going to get onto that in just a moment. Now as I mentioned, this does work across iOS and also Android, but for me I've got the iPhone 7 Plus, and all you do is just plug it into the bottom as you can see, and then you're pretty much set and ready to go. You do need to turn it on beforehand, as you can see you can't actually access the switch itself, and it is extremely thin, not too much thicker than the actual device itself. Now it's not necessarily the strongest connection in the world, so it is going to wobble around a bit, so I definitely wouldn't go around using this on a regular basis, but if you do need it in a pinch, this is definitely a great option. Now you can still use your device technically, but I would definitely watch out that you don't actually snap the connector for the charger itself, and as you can see here, in terms of the thickness, like I mentioned, it's extremely thin, but that means it's not very durable. So once you've turned on the power switch and then you've plugged it into your device of choice, you're pretty much set and ready to go, and as you can see here, it's charging my iPhone 7 Plus much like it would if this was plugged in via the cable. Now just quickly, I did also take apart the disposable charger once it was done, and as you can see here, it's basically just a lightning connector wired up to a battery as well, so you can see just how simple it is, but you can also see why you can't just dispose of it normally, as you're basically just chucking away a battery. Now the claims on the package say it gives 2 hours battery in half an hour, but your usage may differ, so I'm just going to go on percentage gained in that half an hour period. Now using the standard iPhone cable that every iPhone comes with, you can see here that I went from 25% up to 41% in half an hour, which is still not great compared to some fast charging devices out there at the moment, but in terms of a charge within that half an hour time, it's not really too bad. So overall, I've seen an increase of 16% over 30 minutes using the standard iPhone cable. Now using the disposable charger, I only had an increase of 6% over 30 minutes. Now that's taken me from 37% up to 43%, and it did last slightly over 30 minutes. For me, it actually lasted about 37 minutes before the device turned off completely, but even then I finished on 44%, which is only 7% over around 40 to 50 minutes. So the main question really is a disposable charger actually worth it? Now as I mentioned, they're available for both Android and also iOS devices, so whether you're looking at a micro USB cable or a lightning cable, you're pretty much covered. Unfortunately, no luck for USB Type-C just yet, but I wouldn't necessarily say that it's a good deal. If you think about it, this cost me around £3 here in the UK, and I can easily pick up an external battery bank for 20,000 mAh for around $19.99, which is rechargeable, reusable, and it's going to charge up multiple devices extremely quickly, as some of them do have fast charging built straight in. Now you also do need to worry about compatibility issues, as you can just use any cable with any external battery pack, so whether that's going to be USB Type-C, micro USB or a lightning cable, you're covered no matter what type of phone you're going to be using. But as always guys, you can let me know in the comments section down below or on Twitter at COPPERVSGLASS if you've used any external battery packs in the past, or if you've actually picked up one of these disposable battery packs, and let me know your experience. For more great content like this, don't forget to subscribe, and if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Michael from COPPERVSGLASS, and I will catch you guys in the next video. And don't forget guys, if you want to be one of the first people to see this video or future videos, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell to get notified anytime I post a new video.